Okay, that should be it. We should be live. Alright, I'm going to try to see if I can see anything in the chats. As usual, I'm like an old man with this stuff. Never can figure this stuff out. So hopefully, eventually I see a live. I see a live here. And there I am. I'm officially live. Alright, so we're having a little bit of a late start today. But nevertheless, we're still here, so I'll be doing two things in this video slash live stream. The first thing I'll be doing is kind of letting you guys know the kind of like, top 5 65-inch TVs you can buy right now for Black Friday. And the second half, of course, as usual, we'll be answering your questions. And of course, we're open to live debate for anybody that kind of wants to ask questions or maybe kind of debate live with certain topics. So, with that being said, we're going to start off with number one. The number one TV that I say is at the top of the list this year, regardless of size, is going to be the LG C1. I know a lot of people are probably tired of hearing that, but it's true. So I think if you're somebody looking for stellar picture quality, you're not going to be disappointed with the LG C1. Just get that, man. It's really across the board going to be your pretty much bee's knees best all. Okay, so then we have number two, and that's going to be it's kind of debatable for some people, but I'd say the Hisense U8G. The reason for that is because, of course, it's right there behind me. I mean, literally, it's a beast. Believe me, it's a killer TV. You'd be happy to have it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Beats literally every Quantum.TV I've seen this year. Like, facts. So, trust that or not, but that's the information for sure. I would highly recommend checking it out for sure. Aside from that, we have the Hisense U7G. Again, more of the same reasons that I presented in the prior video. Then we have the TCL S546. And then last but not least, we have the Samsung QN90A. Now, the reason it makes the list this time is because now we're talking about a 65-inch. They packed more zones in there, hopefully. I mean, hopefully, right? But the big thing here is that, maybe for those people who don't want burn-in and things like that, you need a little bit more in the way of alternatives. The TCL 6 series has some problems with Black Crush, so then Hisense is probably going to be better than that. But then when you look at somebody who maybe is a brand biased type of person, doesn't really want to give Hisense the chance, then the price at like $16.99 right now for the QN90A might be worth your time. But it's at the absolute bottom of the list in every aspect of the word because it has problems. And those problems are simply put that it has, the blooming issue that I ran into. Motion's not really the best out of the box. It looks like dog crap. And I mean, there are a myriad of other issues I could complain about, but we're not really here to do that. So I'll jump into the live chat and I'll see what you guys got going on for me, and I'll try to answer any questions that I do run into. We've got Eduardo, what's going on, man? You said hit that like. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Nathan, what's going on? You said just got the LG C1. This is an awesome TV. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with it. And then we've got Nathan. You said 65-inch and won the panel lottery. Evo panel. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's weird. Like, some people say they have the Evo panel on the C1. Other people say they don't, and they've never seen it. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think you win either way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you have a C1, it's pretty good, I mean, unless, of course, you get a defective unit. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's pretty good either way. We've got the 65-inch Hisense is a beast. It really is, man. I'm telling you, just pop glances behind me. Like, look at that bad boy. I'm just looking at it in the little monitor here. It looks intense. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I love this thing. I really do. It's great. Which I'll have an announcement to make in a second or two here. What's going on, Purple Mutter? You said, why is the C1 better than the A80J? The A80J has some motion problems. I think that's the biggest thing that really holds it back. So if you are somebody that likes soap opera effect, which I do, I like the hyper-realistic look on games, movies. I think it looks excellent. I really do. The smooth, fluid nature that adds fluidity to everything, I like that. I don't like slow, choppy frame rates. And unfortunately, if you're somebody that just disables all that stuff, because let's say you don't like soap opera effect, it has one of the worst judders I've ever seen in my life on any TV. So that's out. Like, you are going to see one of the worst, most unwatchable pictures ever if you don't enable it. Okay, so let's say you enable soap opera effect. Well, then it smooths it out a bit, but then you run into a crap ton of artifacts where it looks like the image is literally just breaking apart because the algorithm is too dumb to properly place the frame. So it just looks like fake soap opera, and I think it's really the true reason a lot of people hate the so-called soap opera effect is because it does it poorly. It's not well maintained, it's not balanced, where the C1 gives you more options. That's just motion. Then we talk about the feature set. I mean, come on, from a feature set, you're getting literally everything. And there isn't a feature you can name right now in a modern TV that the LG C1 isn't going to give you. And I think that's a very important thing to note. Now let's move on to the input process, right? You know, the process of just plugging in your TVs. It's easier on the C1 because they're docked on the side versus having to jump behind the TV and all that other crap. And then, if that's not bad enough, you don't have the full bandwidth of HDMI 2.1 on the Sony TVs. So, you know, all 4 ports on the C1 are going to be HDMI 2.1. So you don't have to pick and choose where you put your devices or be very aware of where your ports are. You just plug that bad boy in and you're good. And then, of course, there's the elephant rhino in the room, build quality. LG's not making their TVs out of cheap, recycled plastic while passing off premium prices for recycled goods. So it's something that really, for me, is just after weighing all that stuff up. And then, of course, we got to look at the accuracy part. Now, most people aren't professional calibrators. Most people have no desire to be professional calibrators. I don't blame you. Who would? It's a weird thing, maybe a little niche, right? Okay, but like, if we're looking at accuracy, then we have to look at the fact that Sony runs cooler. It just does. And when you calibrate it out to the best of your ability and you think you've got it in a good spot and then you sit it next to an LG, you're going to be disappointed because the LG C1 is going to be so much better. It just is. Now, Sony pulls ahead in terms of their processing in some areas where things could look a little sharper, give a little bit more depth, but then you also don't have realistic color. So like, I noticed that, again, additive colors, similarly to Samsung, the additive colors are pretty bad. So like your magentas by comparison are going to have way more blue to them. Now over time people have gotten used to this and they kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say brainwash, but they kind of got like I would say like accustomed to seeing just these really cool, really washed out colors to the point that they think that that's how a TV is supposed to look. They're used to torch mode. They're used to everything looking overly blue all the time, dead, void of any real color gamut. And so when they see the LG and they see it with its magenta, they go, oh, it's too warm for me. And it's like, I mean, yes, okay, that's your preference, but at the same time, that's the exact shade it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to look like it came out of the morgue. So it's hard because you have the consumer norm created by brands like Samsung with their ultra bright TVs that are highly inaccurate for various reasons. And then, of course, you have Sony jumping on the bandwagon because, truth be told, why fight something that isn't broken? If I'm a manufacturer, I'm just going to go up to you and I'm going to say, I know what you want. You want this really washed out blue picture. I'm not going to waste my time explaining to you that it's inaccurate. I don't care because you don't care. I want your money. So what am I going to do? I'm going to manufacture a TV that's going to get your money. And that's what it's all about. So in essence, the LG C1 is better because it hits all of the key points from accuracy, performance, offerings. I mean, it's just well beyond what Sony is doing this year. And the fact that it comes with every variable refresh rate you can imagine for a gamer is huge. It's literally huge. So yeah, I could go on all night, but I'd rather not. So yeah, I mean, you know, there you go. All right, so we've got more questions coming in. I'll try to answer all of you guys' questions. Before I do get started with everybody's question, I do want to kind of make an announcement. We did it, guys. We literally did it. We proved what people said would be impossible to prove at our level. So I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I don't have 200,000 subscribers. I'm not like some big, ultra trendy YouTuber, right? Smile and laugh and bullshit with you and tell you the lies that most people like to hear. Instead, every day that I fired on this channel, and the moment I started this crap, right, I literally thought to myself, let's be as honest as possible with people, and if they like it, hey, I'll fuck with you. If you don't, why not? But we did it, though. Hisense has gifted me the ability to keep this TV behind me for my findings. They literally trust me so much that they're going to let me test this TV indefinitely. It's mine to keep. That's a 65 on the house, bro. What? Quantum TV literally did what people said would be impossible for honesty to do. You can't get there being honest. You got to stop telling people what they don't want to hear and just go with the flow, go with the narrative. Haters gonna hate, let them do their thing. And not doing that has it got exactly what I was aiming for, because I always want companies that take their brand seriously, that want to stand behind their products with a real professional like myself that knows exactly what to look for, knows how things are supposed to be rendered, because I create images not only as a professional photographer, but not only as a calibrator, but as somebody who's been around it for like years and just literally dabbling in even colorist work. I know how this stuff is supposed to look. So from lens to living room, I'm that guy. And the fact that Hisense through my findings, when I show them things that need to be maybe tweaked on the next firmware update that they fixed, kudos there. You know, I mean, we're doing good things. And I gotta say, guys, it's all because of you guys showing up every day, telling people, hey, we want honesty. We appreciate the message. We like what's happening here at Quantum TV. So thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. And we've accomplished something that people still to this day never will give us the credit for. It's cool. We don't need their credit because we're still making big moves and doing things all by ourselves in our community. So you guys should be very proud of that. We're proving independent people with actual experience, not just dudes firing on cameras, being excited to lie to you, can make it in this business. And I'm telling you, we're doing it honestly and not the sellout way. So by all means, say what you want in the comments. We'll have a conversation about it, but I'm happy about that. I didn't expect that at all. You know, I literally was like, hey, my guys want more settings. My guys want to do more tests. They need to see it with more things. You know, can I just keep the TV because, you know, we've got a lot of stuff that they want to see? And they were like, yeah, sure, yeah. Love your work. We love working with you. I'm like, all right, this is freaking dope. We're doing it. We're making strides, guys. So I just wanted to put that out there. Hey, we're doing it, right? So let's get to the chats now. Okay, I've got quite a few, so I'll do what I can to get to everybody. I'm pretty good for it. You guys know me by now. I'm trying to do everything I can to get you guys answered. So we're going to go down the list here. We've got, everyone says the A80J is better. Everyone says a lot of things, man. You can't go with the status quo. But I'll tell you something about what everyone says. Everyone, according to who? Amazon reviews, YouTubers. I mean, the thing is, like, we go on to these websites expecting honesty and transparency, and we're not getting them. I showed you just this week on my Forza review that it literally doesn't work that way. Like, they literally scrub your shit. Like, my review went up, and the shit just went down. They didn't even post it. It wasn't allowed to be posted. No reason was given. You broke no rules, but you're not helping them sell the product. So on these sites, they're not going to promote it because maybe you're talking about things they don't want you to talk about that really would make the game look as bad as it should for what they actually did. And it's stuff like that is my point. Not to rant on a tangent, but the reality is when you go on review sites, you're expecting that honesty. And when you see groupthink, right, everybody's saying this is awesome, this is good, it's the perfect crime. I had one subscriber say that, and they're right. It is literally the perfect crime. I'm a company that houses goods from various manufacturers. I do all kinds of sponsored deals, and you can see it sometimes on Amazon. It'll say sponsored, right? And at no point in time am I hiding the fact that there is a conflict of interest here for me making money off of these people coming to me and selling on my e-commerce site. Because let's be real, Sony, Samsung, every manufacturer can literally sell on their website, and they do. They're just not as successful as Amazon and Best Buy and all these other retailers you've been shopping at for the last however many years, right? And so the game is very simple. These people already trust the name. They already trust the brand. Let's, as a manufacturer, approach that brand and say, listen, I want to advertise said product on your space. And they do just that. But at the end of the day, when reviews come in that are negative, you really think that they're not behind the scenes just like, hey, retailer, it's in our best interest to sell this product, so let's scrub this review, let's remove this review. And people have it happen left and right. Best Buy was like really bad for it, and now Amazon's jumping on the bandwagon. So you really can't trust what everyone says when you see that everyone says something about something, especially these larger YouTubers like 100,000 subscribers and over. Bro, take it from somebody who's in the business of YouTube, okay? You legitimately cannot trust people who have a direct conflict of interest. These people that are literally telling you, hey, by the way, totally unrelated, but I just got VIP treatment to talk about this product ad nauseum. And I maybe received nice trips and commissions and all this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all the time with this stuff. The affiliate links, all this crap. Like, it's like, make your money, do your thing, but these people lie. And I'll prove it to you right now. Everyone watching this video wrote a 1-star review at some point. Name one of these large publications that told you never buy this TV. This TV is a piece of crap. Even when you know it is, they'll still tell you it's good. They'll find the left fieldest reasons to say that it's the best thing you should buy, no matter how much of a piece of crap you should just leave on the shelf it is. So yeah, don't trust what everybody says, because not everybody is looking out for your best interest. I know you've probably learned this lesson at some point in life. Parents probably told you don't trust strangers. Yeah, that holds true on the internet too, even when they seem like they know what they're doing. Just gonna throw that out there. Not calling you stupid or anything, but I'm just saying. All right, so now let's move on to the next question. Hello from Canada. Hello from Florida. All right, so we've got TCL 75-inch 6 series. Any good? Nah, I'd pass on it. I'd get a UAG, or I would get a U7G, but not the 75-inch because I heard it's IPS. Counteractively, you can go the route of going to the TV we just talked about, the Samsung Q90A, except a little bit more in the way of blooming. But hey, you know, you're not dealing with the black crush that the TCL does have. Now, if you can deal with the black crush, then yeah, I guess so. Why not? But I mean, I don't know. It depends. And as far as HDMI 2.1 ports, it depends on what version of the TCL you buy. There are two out there that are any relevancy, really. You have the R635 and then the R646. So you gotta be very careful as to which one you buy. And we've got Anthony. What's going on, man? You said, hey, man, a little off topic. You going to get the new Go-V immersion kit? No, I don't actually have any plans to get the Go-V immersion kit. It's just not in the works. I'm not interested in that. And I stopped doing collaboration with Go-V because of their process behind the scenes, where essentially, for those that don't know, Go-V was essentially trying to get me to make fake reviews for them by kind of saying, hey, let us review the process. The moment I called them out and I said, you're crossing a line here, I do organic, real reviews. We're not doing that. That's like, why would you ask me to sell out my brand, my people, like all that stuff? They never wanted to talk again after that. And I was just kind of like, okay, so like this is like not a thing. We're not on the same page here. Cool. Deuces. Because at the end of the day, it's like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sell out or shill. So no, I'm not going to do the Go-V thing. Do I love the Go-V lights I already have? Yeah, sure. But am I going to turn into a sellout for RGB fucking lights? No. This shit probably cost them like 2 cents to make. And they probably got some poor kid in some country somewhere really being mistreated, okay? Like, we know how these products are sold at cost and undercutting things like Philips Hue to be ridiculously cheap. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's slave labor in a lot of places, okay? Where if it's not slave labor, it's disgustingly low wages that nobody could ever live on in a million years. And it's just unfair. So at the end of the day, I mean, am I really going to sit here and sell my soul for that kind of crap? No, of course not. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you and tell you that that's what happens behind the scenes. Am I going to show you the emails and exactly what they said? No, because I'm not trying to get sued. So you guys get the idea. All right, so moving on. How can you tell what panel is the C1? I don't really know how to tell. I'm not a manufacturer and engineer or creator of the product. To be honest with you, I have no idea how to tell exactly if you have an Evo or not. Just picked up mine from Costco, 77. Okay, so you got the warranty through Costco. Good stuff. Ordered the A80J. Just, you said showed up broke. Can't get a replacement. Oh well, time to get a C1. I would have done that from the jump, man. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. How do I enable the soap opera effect on my C1? You go to motion presets and then you basically choose what you want from there. You should see it. It says something like True Motion or something like that. We've got LG Nano, LG Nino Call. You spelled it funny, man. NanoCell 90 or TCL 6 Series Google, Xbox Series X Gaming, TCL 6 Series Google. I got the LG C1 because of you. I appreciate you listening and taking my good advice here. What's going on, Handy Cart Mexican. What's going on, man? And thank you for being a VIP member. I appreciate your help. You help us grow, so I really appreciate you, man. You said, what's up, fam, and what's going on, man? One of the things that really annoyed me, mate, is the UK version of the UAG is completely different compared to the US version. I almost bought it without knowing. Pretty shady from Hisense. Hopefully, if anybody at Hisense or any other manufacturer that does this is watching, hopefully you give across-the-board adoption of the exact specifications, because this is a frustrating thing. I ran into it back, I think, in like 2016 when I was looking at the KS series televisions, how like we got some models that were like edge-lit, and then the UK got like, you know, full array. I was like, what is that? But you know, another thing that I really found annoying was like, when I look at some companies like, let's say Panasonic, I'm not gonna lie, I view Panasonic as almost like borderline racist against Americans because of their just pure refusal to ever do business with us in the TV market. It's like, I don't know who took whose girl, okay, but in Panasonic, somebody is big mad about that thing and they are not letting it go. I swear, the guy must have walked in on the guy, like smacking his girl's ass with the remote. Just some American guy, you know, you know what I mean? You know, just having a ball, a good old time. And the guy caught him, and he's just like, never again will I sell to Americans. I don't know the true story behind why, but I'm imagining it's something deep like that for it to be all these years and they're still holding this grudge against us. I don't know. I'll say no more. But moving on with the next thing, we've got gaming aside, which is better overall, the U8G or the R646. The U8G is better overall. Colors, clarity is going to go to the TCL, but the black levels really is where TCL with the R646 fails because of the black crush. So, you know, it really doesn't matter what size you get, you're going to run into that. What's going on, Craig? Thanks for stopping by tonight. I appreciate you. Let's go to the next comment here. We have to get a service remote, put it on 20% grayscale, and pick at an angle. Try to pick out a pink tinge. If it has a pink tinge, it's Evo. Yeah, I have the service remote and all that stuff. Hell, I even got 20% test patterns and stuff. I just don't have the dedication, I guess, as some of these guys that sit there and like really like piecing apart the product, you know, doing these teardowns or these like deep dives into service menus and stuff like that. I'm like, can I get it looking pretty? Will I enjoy my content? Will others enjoy it with me? That's the extent of where, you know, I put the effort into it. You know, I got a life, you know, I've got so much going on, man. You guys, like everybody else, you know, we're all like, will they, won't they? What are they going to do to us? How much are they going to take? You know, we got lives, you know what I mean? It's a grind, you know what I mean? So you got to deal with it. But yeah, hey, if you're out there doing that thing to your Evo panel investigation, hey, have fun with it, right? Most likely UAG. James, what's going on? You said, oh, I'm sorry, it's not James, it's Rap. You're talking to James. So next comment, we said, what's the difference between the LG G1 and C1? Is the picture and sound quality better? I think the biggest thing is that they were going for the gallery design. I'm not a fan of this. This means you don't get a stand and it comes extra for $100 extra. I think that's a waste of money. I think it's stupid. Now, there are some benefits as far as a little extra brightness, but frankly, I really don't think it's worth that kind of money because it's not really notable brightness over what we've seen in the past from LG, notably for models like the LG C8 back in 2018. So I really wouldn't waste my time on that stuff. They do a lot of gimmicky stuff. Again, some people really swear by it, really believe it. I don't believe in it, and that's just kind of what it is. Especially, like, I get it. A lot of you guys wall mount, but there's a good amount of us that have no intention on drilling holes into our walls and making life a lot harder than it needs to be, trying to figure out ways to hide and conceal wires behind the wall so our setup looks clean and not dirty. I mean, really, I like it clean and simple, and that's just how we are. You know what I mean? I'm a simple creature in that regard. All right, so as far as sound quality, as you were asking, though, I think they're about the same, more or less. Now, I really miss the days of the old school E-series, how they used to have these nice thick sound bars, but people complain talking about, oh, it's too thick, it's too big. And you know what happens when people bitch about pointless crap like that? They downgrade the size, they downgrade the quality to make things better for, you know, the people who don't like it. So, you know, say la vie there, I guess. Some people in your official Discord are wondering why you consider the LG better than the G1. Is that because of price, performance gap, or BS like making you pay $100 for the feet? I think it's a combination of all that stuff, right? So I think like when you approach the C1, I look at it and I go, okay, so here's the G1. It's more money. What does it bring to the table? Extra brightness? Well, truth be told, it's nowhere near an LED's level, so they really can't be bragging like all that. I mean, they're not hitting well over 1,000 nits like, you know, some TV manufacturers will eventually be doing probably next year when they go quantum OLED, right? So I'm just kind of sitting here and I'm like, what really did you bring this year that's like transformative over the C1? And I don't see a whole lot. And in fact, when I've seen them side by side, even in a Best Buy, they look so similar. And then when I've seen them in the work field, they're looking very similar. And then when I see them just around on YouTube videos and people, you know, like doing their channel stuff, I'm just like, they look very similar, you know, maybe a hair brightness here and there. And then what really, for me, I'm one of those people, like, don't a la carte me. You're gonna piss me off if you do that. Life is already a game. Don't make it even harder. You know how hard it is? Rent's up. Everybody's paying out the wazoo, wondering when the next rent increase is gonna be. Mortgages are hard to get. People can't close on houses and shit. And then you're out here charging asinine prices for these products. And then when we pay those asinine prices, you have the audacity, the nerve, the gall to look at us and say, that'll be another $100, please? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody's paying that, man. So yeah, for me, that's what it really is. It's a combination of not really truly being an evolutionary step or Evo over the C1. I would have expected Evo to slap everything the C1 could have offered to the floor, and it didn't. And for a claim like being Evo, I think, yeah, they would have needed to do a lot more than that. So yeah, that's the answer on that one for sure. We go, that's dope. Let's go Hisense. Any comments on the new Hisense U6G in Costco? If anybody knows about that, let them know down below. What model is the Hisense TV behind you? This is the Hisense U8G 65-inch, and yeah, that's pretty much the one that it is. We've got, I wish more channels were like this. I'm sorry, you said, I wish more channels like this would talk about use cases. Most people aren't serious gamers and have lighter rooms for that. And you said, I assume the Hisense 7 or 8. I mean, for most use cases, right, you're better off with 2 TVs this year. Only 2 that I've found. It's the Hisense U8G and the LG C10. So, I mean, C1, not the C10. Don't do that. I lie to you. Don't do the C10. God, don't do that. No, get the C1 and you'll be happier, for sure. I got something in my eye here. Don't you love when that happens? Alright, so yeah, definitely do the C1 for an OLED. For non-OLED, the U8G. And the reason is simply put, they are going to give you the best pictures out of all these TVs, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, price to value ratio, and all the other metrics like motion, black levels, price to performance, all that other stuff. I mean, and for people saying like the black levels on the U8G are not fantastic, look behind me, because there's a 65-incher to prove everybody wrong. And this is going to be the main TV on the channel just in general to just dispel the myth also. Like as time goes on and you keep seeing this TV back here, you'll see that like the lifespan and the duration of a Hisense isn't really inferior, or maybe it is, who knows. You'll find out with time, as people are saying. People want to do these like long-term tests because they don't trust Hisense. They say, oh, I don't trust. I'm not one of those people. I don't have this like distrust of anything outside of what's inherently already there, you know? So for me, I don't look at you and go, oh, you're a South Korean brand. I can't get out of here, South Korea. Oh, like that never crosses my mind. I'm like, bring something to the table, impress me. I've worked for my money. You've got 5 seconds to impress me, go. And if they don't get me within the first, I swear to God, 5 seconds, I walk away and go to another brand. I'm not going to play the game of like, oh, who am I more loyal to? Who is my daddy? Like, not to disrespect anybody out there, but that's what the brand loyalists sound like to me when they're just like, oh, I'm going to go to Sony every year. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. Doesn't matter what Sony doesn't do. I don't get it. But, you know, I'm just saying, you know, say la vie there. Shout out to Rust V Belts for your donation of $4.99. It helps the channel stay independent, do what we do here. Guys like you help us keep rocking out, so thank you for that, man. I appreciate you. All right, so we're going to move on to more questions, and we're just going to keep going down the line. So we're going to go to... Man, I got a lot of questions here. I got to move faster to get through them all. All right, so we've got time to give this man a check, Hisense. I wouldn't accept it even if they tried. Most people won't believe that, but like really, I wouldn't accept it. I don't know, man. For me, it's like if a company came to me and they're like, hey, buddy, here's money. Talk about our product. I'll be like, you missed Linus Tech Tips. He's over there. I'm not who you're looking for. I will take no money to tell you how your product does or doesn't do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I like when it's like transparent. It's just straight up. It's like, you either pass or fail, man. And that's how it goes, you know? The world needs to be simple like that because we don't live in simple times anymore, unfortunately. All right, so let's move on with some more questions here. If I miss any of your questions, I do apologize. I'm trying my damnedest to get all of them, but there are really quite a lot here. So, again, please forgive me if I don't get them all because, man, I am quite behind. It lags quite a bit. Okay, so let's start with the folks at Best Buy told me to steer clear from Hisense even though I wanted to buy a U8G instead of buying the instead I ended up buying the LG C1. Can't give in to that peer pressure, man. That'll get you every time. All right, hi, I was thinking to get the 75-inch Hisense U7, but here in Canada it's like $1,800. If anybody has any Canadian models that might be better, please help them out. Love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. Hi, Q. I have a X900E based off your recommendation. Curious with your education and now as a colorist, will you ever go back to settings you would have liked the... Settings you've done like the X900E to feel like they need an update to them? I probably can't read tonight. Is in a nutshell, would I go back to the 900E? I think I actually went back to the 900E and started making settings for them, and I think I put out some more updated ones. They should be in the X900E playlist. If they're not, let me know. I'll put them there. Because sometimes I just make them and I just don't even put them in the playlist because I'm so tired after working 2 jobs essentially. I do what I do in real life and then I do this and then it's just like, oh God, I'm gonna conk out. And most days I just sleep. I just pass out for like 2 hours and then I'm right back up going to work doing my job. So it sucks, but you know what I mean. So yeah, just let me know if it's not there. Have you tried going into the LG C1 service menu and changing it to perform like a G1? No, I haven't done it. Had honestly zero interest in doing that. Heads up, man, European customers, UHG is an IPS panel. And yeah, that's definitely one of those things I've been hearing. The UHG is very different. So yeah, I'm talking about American models. Please don't come for me in the comments if you come from somewhere else. I don't have any control over that. But yeah, I appreciate you for pointing that out, man. And yeah, AJ, man, thanks for showing up on the Discord. I swear you're like the only one running it these days because I rarely ever show up. But yeah, still though, I appreciate you. I do recognize you. I see you, man. I appreciate all that you're doing for us here. U8G or Q90T, same price. U8G. Don't see any more singing. I'm sorry. Don't see anyone singing the praises of Hisense until you started showing receipts. You said other than the fact that Sony and Samsung, other than that, it was Sony and Samsung facts. Well, yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, back in 2000 and what was it, 2019, Hisense came out with a killer, the Hisense H9F. Nobody wanted to even remotely give it a chance. I was the only one saying, hey, Hisense has a good TV. This was before they ever even knew who I was, right? Nobody at Hisense even talked to me at the time, right? And then it goes to 2018, and I'm like, hey, guys, Hisense H9F, check it out. Nobody at Hisense said anything to me. And then, after a while, people started really catching on to this Hisense thing, and then all these people wanted to jump on the bandwagon because they see, number one, views are there. Number two, Hisense is kicking ass. And number three, they just decided to just kind of follow the trend of whatever will make them views. And that's how it works here, okay? And then come now, you know, the Hisense UHG. My videos did good for the Hisense H9F. People realize Hisense is not playing games with them, right? And so, you know, I got fortunate enough. Hisense approached me and said, hey, we'd love an honest review. We'd love to work with you. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll give you one. Of course, I worked out terms, and I'm always very clear from day one. I only do organic reviews, so, I mean, I'm not going to be nice, okay? If it's bad, it's bad. And they were cool with it. It actually shocks me. Every time I have an encounter and I'm talking to my Hisense contact, how professional they are. Like, you would think that, like, after some point, they would do some skeezy shit like GoV, where they're just like, all right, buddy, would you like to let us proofread your reviews? They don't do anything like that. Instead, it's just constantly like, hey, you know, we got this information. If you'd like, we can send it over. You can give it to your fans. Otherwise, hey, we just wanted to keep you in the loop. You know, they're always just trying to give me stuff to give to you guys to empower you, like the 100-day thing, you know, that they were doing, the guarantee. Like, there's always something. And I always appreciate the direct contact, right? Like, when I find problems, like the cyan issue that I found and how they were on that. And when I get questions from you guys, I literally DM them. You guys don't even know about this. This is all behind the scenes stuff. I DM Hisense and I tell them, hey, so-and-so has a problem with this, and I'll screenshot the comment and I'll post it to them. And they'll literally like come back with some answers that I'll be able to give some people for certain like troubleshooting steps that they might have with certain issues. It's crazy like how attentive and like on the ball they are with their customers. They really take it seriously. So for me, it's like seeing how nobody took them seriously, and now that they're starting to make a name for themselves, now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. I know for a fact a little guppy like me is going to be left behind, right? I know for a fact I'm not going to be the quote that they use when they promote their TVs and all that crap. And it's fine. You can do that. I don't care. I care about the end result. Like, are people knowing what this product can actually do, right? And I think it's great, you know, like there's like one of the few companies that like can promote something and say, hey, this is a great TV. And I actually look at it and go, no shit. All right, that's a good TV. You know, it's so rare, man. I appreciate when that happens. You know, that's why I appreciate the TCL S546 so much. That's another one of those sleeping giants. Everybody's sleeping on that TV. In fact, I haven't heard anyone say it's a great TV like it really is. In fact, quite the opposite. You had some thumbnail of ratings.com, as they like to call themselves. Rtings is what their name really is, right? For our OGs, you know what I'm saying. You know, and their thumbnail was like what? They're like, I don't know, not so good, guy. And I'm over here like, bruh, what are you not seeing right now that I need to open your eyeballs to see? Like, this is a great, but it's $500. It doesn't get better. Show me better, bro. And they can't do it, of course. It's just a bunch of nitpicking. Name a $500 TV with a smooth gradation feature, and I will yield. That's all I'll say on that note. Now, I do want to give a shout out to member for 6 months. I don't know. It says member for 6 months, and then that retracted. I don't know how to keep up with all this. I'm like an old man. So shout out to whoever that was, and then we're just gonna keep moving on. We've got. I don't know what that says. Would you? No, I don't see that. We have Juan. You said, "Hey Quantum, keep up all the good, honest work." LGC1. You said the way LGC1 all the way. I'm sleepy, so if I can't read, it's all your fault. All your fault. I'm blaming you. It's all your fault. I'm just joking. I'm messing around. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. We've got recommended best TV hands down. Got it. We've got. I think I already got that one. I got that one. We've got. You're the best, Q. God bless you. You're you, and also thank you for educating us on new tech. I appreciate that, man. C10 on sale, $200 less, or the C1 had marginal improvements. I disagree with you. I would say that you should get the LG C1 because it is definitely better. We've got U8G. We've got that question already. I got a U8G from Amazon yesterday. You said thanks for your videos. I appreciate you listening, man. Thank you for that. We've got myself the LG C1 55-inch, all because of you. I think I just read that twice. Okay. U8G or Q90T. U8G. Please stop spamming the chat the same thing. I swear I'm answering everyone's comments. I will see it if I can. But yeah, no. I think I got that one like twice already now. All right. Thanks for the C1 PC update. Glad that helped some of you guys. Most definitely. What's up, Quantum? Love the content and the facts. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Will you review the Hisense U8G? Or I'm sorry, that was the U9DG you were saying. The U9DG, I don't think I'll be able to review that. As far as I understand it, Hisense hasn't had any at any retailer that I've seen. I contacted them about maybe checking out a review unit. They don't. The corporate office said they don't really have any at all for reviewers to review. Digital Trends got one, and some other people got one. I don't really know. Again, I'm a little guppy. I'm not high on the totem pole, so I'm not really freaking out or anything. I would buy it if I could find it, but I can't find it. And, you know, I've heard some things about Value Electronics. Now, I don't know if they're true or not, but somebody came to me on the website with quite a lot of information and a serious story about what's been going on with Value Electronics. So I'm just kind of like looking for more concrete evidence into this. But if they've provided that, that's pretty damn bad. Essentially, TVs are showing up. They promise a calibration, not calibrated. They're promising all kinds of services and features they're not giving you. And it's essentially like they took your money, they scammed you, and now you're trying to fight with them. And it's like they threaten the guy, apparently, to sue him if he says anything about it. I'm just like, oh my God, this is wild. This is Jerry Springer shit, man. I am not ready for this next level stuff. So yeah, all day, every day, it gets crazy for sure. We've got SRT Dave. Thank you so much for your donation of $4.99. I really appreciate you, brother. And now let's get to your question. You said almost 300 people watching U8G, especially with your settings. Yeah, I mean, the U8G is a great TV, but I'm telling you, my settings definitely take it to the absolute next level. I mean, like, really, it might sound biased. Okay, fine. Maybe it might sound biased, but I really believe that TVs with my settings are literally unlocked. Because before, when you take them out of the box, they're like washed out, overly blue, crappy. And people try to make their adjustments here and there, but they don't have the experience behind those settings. They don't know literally like color RGB mixing theory and all this other stuff that makes pictures and makes video and makes, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot, like hours, endless hours. I got books in this head, okay? And I use that and I give it away for $5. Here you go. I could be a dick. I could. They let you set the price. I set it as low as I could at $5. And honestly speaking, I tried to set it even lower and it wouldn't let me do it. So I set it as low as I could. I was going to make it even lower because I just wanted everybody to get it, right? I want everybody to experience this awesome thing. And I think it's really great when I can see like all the people come out that test these settings, that see these settings, that enjoy it, and that watch things and are like, wow, this is freaking crazy. Like, this pops. This looks great. I was reading some of those comments today on my latest settings I just put out for the C1. So yeah, it's really a great thing, and I really do appreciate all of you guys, man. So thank you. Literally awesome guys, man. All right, so now we've got more people for the pumpkin wall. So we've got quite a few people here. I don't know if you can see that, but I got quite a few people for the pumpkin wall. We're gonna add you guys. I've got my thing sitting here so I don't go out of focus. I'm gonna try to mess with the camera. This is gonna be live. It's gonna be sloppy, and we're gonna do it live. Why not? All right. So we've got Tom. We've got. I'm gonna mess your name up. Nath. I'm just gonna say Nath. And then we've got Rusty Belts. And then we've got SRT Dave. You guys are rocking out hard. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for showing up, donating. Helps us. It really does. You guys are fantastic. Now I'm going to pull it back. Bam, back in focus. Don't focus, Brief Sony. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Oh, we locked the focus. There we go. Okay, we're good. I swear, if you don't do that, Sony is just going to start focus breathing like a bitch on these G-Master lenses. I hate it. It's the worst. Very definition of more expensive isn't always better, for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to try to answer more questions. Bear with me. We're going to try to get through everybody. Okay, so we've got answered that one, and now we are at the LMAO, put in work. We've got, yo, thank you for this live. Which would you pick, the UHG or I've answered this like 3 times now. Please, buy the U8G. I promise. I'm not lying. You don't have to ask me 3 times. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, we got to let other people in the chat get their questions answered for sure. We've got, had my eyes set on the C1, came across the Z8H open box for $2,300. Worth considering or a hard pass? I would still pass and get myself a C1 personally. The Sony still has its typical Sony issues. You're not going to get away from that even though you're buying one of their so-called Master Series TVs, you know? So that's what I'll say there. The difference isn't that big. The 65-inch, we've got, do you see the LG C1 getting cheaper next year? No. I think $12.99 is about as cheap as a 55-inch is going to get. $11.99, about as cheap as you're going to get for a 48-inch. You've got pretty good prices right now. I would jump. I would do it, yeah, for sure. I don't see it getting lower than that. Not by anything substantial at all. I can't see your name. It just says new member. It's kind of buddy fucking me here for all intents and purposes. I just see a guy that pops up here. Okay, I can click on it. Okay, very good. So, Calixto Salinas. Thank you so much for joining and being a member. I see you rejoined, so I appreciate that. You've got a crown here by your name, so yeah, definitely have been rejoined. I appreciate that, man. You are awesome. Most definitely appreciate all you guys that show up in the chat and you do your thing and you're rocking out with the guy. You know, you're hanging out, we're having a good time, and we're doing what we do. Hey guys, how do I become a member? I'll give you the direct link so that you can do so. I notice a lot of people that have Apple devices struggle with this regularly. I don't know why that is. It's a very weird, very finicky thing, so I'll go ahead and I'll do it live. I'll go here. We'll go copy, open up the stream, and then I'll just paste it right here in the stream for you, like so, and bam, there you go, the direct hot link, and that's how you do it, man. So, Rob Bester, there you go. I got you covered, man. Now, I do want to give a shout out to all of you guys again who have joined tonight, and focus, Sony. Oh, wait, my dumb ass. I have it locked. Let's unlock it again. Okay, now, technical difficulties aside, there you guys go. And we have our latest edition. We have Calixto Salinas. I hope I'm not messing up your name, man. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much for joining, being VIP members. You guys are awesome. Love you guys doing what you do best. And we've got more awesome comments to answer. So I'm going to lock this again. I wonder if I could show you guys the focus breathing. So you guys see how bad it is. Let's see. Can I catch that? Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. There's a shitty Sony focus. Oh my god, it's trash. Such trash. Look at that garbage. I overpaid. I suck. It's okay though. Alright, so we're going to move on. Now we're going to move on to more questiones. I hope I've got all the ones up here. I don't think I even put a dent in them, though. There are a lot of questions tonight, so shout out to you guys for showing up. I'm going to do what I can to get your comments and questions answered. Okay. Quantum is the real deal due to his knowledge. I know the Samsung. I went from Samsung to the TCL 5 series. That's like somebody convincing me to switch to from Nike to Under Armour. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It sounds ridiculous in theory. I mean, I get it. I do hear myself. I'm like, buy the TCL, don't buy a name brand like Samsung. At first, it's like, what are you talking about? And then when you see the picture quality, it's like, oh, that's what you're talking about. So yeah, it's one of those things. They're trying to make a name for themselves. Hey, never underestimate the underdog in the fight. They are fighting for their lives out here. So we've got in Denmark, LG A1 only costs about half LG B1. You said so. If you don't play games, the A1 is a fantastic price. A1, I actually really like the A1. It really would have made the cut for a lot more things if it didn't like get that line on me so quick. The quality control is a little iffy, and for that I just can't recommend it for sure. Now, it could be a one-off isolated incident, but I've heard things about bin panels and all other kind of nightmares, so I think I'll do best to just say, hey, it's a great TV if you don't get one with defects. Maybe if you buy it on the cheap, get a warranty with it, but like I had no problem with the TV. I really loved it actually. The motion was incredible, just like the C1. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great TV. It's underrated in my opinion. But then I look at the fact that it died on me, and then I was like, I quickly sober up from that. It's about where it belongs. So you know what I mean. We've got trying to convince myself, or sorry, he's trying to decide between the A80J or the X95J because the size, I'd go with the A80J if you're really on the fence about it. Just because you're gonna get the picture quality that they nerfed the X95J. Yeah, that's how I was supposed to read that the first time. I don't know if I did that. The X95J. So, you're going to get the picture that Sony basically nerfs all their LED quality for. So just do that. Just do give them what they want. Because at the end of the day, they're just crapping on picture quality at full array levels so that you go OLED. They're not trying to make OLED or LEDs anymore. Don't let them fool you. All right, so I've got the 65-inch Hisense H9F because of you, and I still love it aside from the slow switching between apps. Yeah, that was a problem. But I want to get a new TV. Did it just updated again? You guys don't understand. I get the chat and the chat just jumps down, and so I'll be reading a comment and it'll just go in the middle of the sentence. So I've got to scroll back up and try to find where I just was. I don't even know what just happened. I'm gonna try to find your comment. Sorry, man. Where are we? I have no idea. I really should try to bookmark where I am using other comments or surrounding comments, because this is going to get really tedious to try to find it. Crap. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Where is it? Holy cow, there are still so many questions. I don't even know how this is humanly possible at this point. There are so many questions. Okay, so I see Nike, Under Armour, TCL, switching between apps glowing, but I wanted to get a new TV and move to the H9F, leaning towards the TCL 5 series now. I would go TCL 5 series for sure. I think it's definitely a great TV for sure. What's up? Quantum TV, what is your opinion on Sony lacking their Dolby Vision for PS5 behind their brand new TVs only? You said, I think it's half anti-consumer. I think that's funny. No, I mean, I think it's typical Sony. This year, they're really lazy, and I could rant about it, but you know what it is. Sony's lazy this year. I wouldn't give them the money. I'd wait till they actually show up hungry. Maybe after a few years of Hisense and TCL beating that ass, they'll come back and they'll be like, all right, please, we'll try again. More? May I have some more, sir? They'll come begging. They will. It just, you got to get them hungry enough, these corporations, because what it is they're sitting on high, and they're so used to people that say, that is a Sony. It is the king of all TVs. They're used to you doing that. So, when we have people with that ignoramus mindset, you're only propagating the worst products ever made to continue to be built. It's not going to get better. So, we've got to work on the way society thinks. My God, do we have problems in society. Oh, my God. You can't give them what they want like that, for sure. I'm picking up a Hisense U8G from Best Buy Sunday. And let me know how that goes, man. We've got, thank you, decided to get the U8G, most definitely, glad to help. if you have an H9F, is the processing an improvement on the U8G or U7? Yes, it is an improvement, but if I'm being honest, not by a whole lot from what I've seen. Shout out to Jason Hudson for your donation of $4.99. I appreciate it, brother. You said, thanks, Quantum. Keep it up, buddy. Hey, man, I got you covered most definitely. And again, similarly, all you guys showing up in the community, I really do appreciate you guys for sure. Now, I so happen to see what is that backlight behind you have? I'm sorry, what is the backlight behind the TV that I have? It's kind of like a trick question. I don't really have like a backlight behind the TV. I have more so like a bunch of accent lights going on here. So all of them are Go V, really, for the most part, I think. Yeah, except for like the little RGB mouse pad over there, you know, and like one little light that hits the door here, you know, to stop the spill of white light hitting me from my big main light. I'm looking around the scene. You got me breaking it apart. So yeah, it's a whole lighting setup going on here. It's pretty robust. But yeah, I'm looking around. I'm still trying to find like where are all these lights? But yeah, they're just Go V lights. They're a bunch of little RGB strip lights attached to the desk and stuff like that. All crazy. All right, so we've got a little pumpkin here for you, Jason. Just to I'm not gonna fall for it this time. There we go. Unlock it. There we go. And there you go, man. Thank you for joining. And, well, you've already joined, but thank you for donating tonight, I should say. It really does help us out, as you know, man. And, like, super shout out because you're already a member and you're still donating and supporting the channel. So, really, man, I appreciate you 1,000%. And all of you guys, man, really, thank you. Whether you donated or not, you guys are all superstars in my book. And I really do appreciate all of you guys, seriously. So, I'm not going to lock it this time. Let's see how many times it focus hunts. It's gonna be like a new game today. All right, so let's just see how we do with this. Now I'm gonna scroll back up and try to answer more of your questions here. All right. Damn, I still got so many. I am not even close to answering all your questions. All right, so Chintu Pat, what's going on? You said hi. We've got. I'm loving the 65-inch U8G. Been playing it. Nice, nice. We've got C1 or QN90A. Definitely go for the C1. Between budget 4K TV, you can see the difference between a cheap and expensive, or can you see the difference between a cheap and expensive one? Just 4K picture quality. You can. It goes down to picture processing 9 times out of 10, so definitely check that out. Though TVs like the TCL kind of bridge the gap a little bit in ways of black levels and things like that, so it's really going to be harder as time goes on, and these chips get easier to afford. Big shout out to, I'm going to mess this up, Roland ATS Jr. I am messing that up. I am sorry for that. I really am. But either way, shout out and thank you for donating $5 to the community. It really seriously does help us stay independent and grow. Thank you. Seriously, I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, all you guys, thank you. I really do appreciate it. You said, need a TV for my 12 by 12 home office. You said 55 inches is too big. Thinking TCL 6 series. 55 inches is too big, which means you're probably going to be stuck at a 50-inch or a 48-inch. The TCL 6 series is not a bad option, but you could go the route of the TCL 5 series, S546 to be specific. It's the 2021 model. You could also go the route of the LG C1. That's the 48-inch. You could, I guess, do a C10 on sale, but at the price of the C1, it's not really worth it, you know what I mean? Outside of that, it gets a little dicey when you're talking about like 55 inches. Or below 55 inches, you maybe could look at the Samsung Frame. I actually really like that TV. If you could deal with slightly grayer blacks, you might actually get a better deal on the price though because of it. So I don't know. You have a few options. My top pick obviously is the C1 first for 48er, and then maybe as we start going down the line, we could start looking at things like, I don't know, maybe the 5 series TCL. I would put the 5 series above the 6 series because the 5 series doesn't suffer from black crush, and you get a good 95% of the image quality for sure. So I most definitely would recommend that instead. We got a new member here. Shout out to Ghost Shell 00. Thank you for being a part of the VIP family. I really do appreciate you. And again, thank you. So yeah, moving on and trying to answer more of your questions. I'm going to fail miserably at trying to get to all of you, I feel, but I will do the best I can. Okay, so any recommendations from Costco Holiday Savings Catalog? Costco is on what I call a hell nah list. They were pretty disrespectful with some consumers. So as far as my official recommendation, they're on a blacklist. You know, you ever seen Burn Notice? It's an old show from back in the day, but they've been burned with me. Because at the end of the day, Target, Apple, Starbucks, Costco, and anybody else who does that kind of behavior and behaves like they behave, you get on the hell no list, and we give our money to people who know how to act with some sense. It's like, don't divide your community in half. Literally keep your mouth shut. Let us just come to you happy, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and, give you our money. And if you can't do that, you serve no purpose for me, and I would never recommend a company that doesn't know how to do basic customer service, which is treat all customers with respect. So, that's just what it is. All right, so we got another member in the house. We've got Daniel G. Oh, no, Daniel G. Perez showed up. What's up, bro? Nice to see you stop by, man. Thank you for your donation, brother. It's been a while. Haven't talked to you. Hope all is well. For those of you that don't know, Daniel G. Perez is like the elite of the elite of the elite's elite. He is literally the number one community member / subscriber. Literally is the only one in the history of this channel to accomplish getting our over 24-month membership badge, and constantly stays in contact, has my personal cell phone number. I mean, like, the guy is awesome. He's like one of the coolest people I've met doing this YouTube thing. And so, yeah, brother, it's awesome. I hope you're still doing your seminar things. I mean, my life is a little complicated right now. I'm all over the place, but I would show up more often. Good Lord, if I could only tell you the stories. Just text me. You'll probably learn some things, man. It'll be crazy. But yeah, man, shout out to you, and thank you so much, brother, for donating $5. It really does help us out here tonight. And shout out to new member Perfect Cell. Thank you for dropping by, showing the love, and welcome to the VIP family. So for everybody that joined, I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are really, honestly, I say it all the time, but you guys really are the lifeblood of this channel. You help us out, you help us grow, and stick it to the man, right? Like, we can be independent. We can just say, hey, listen, we're going to give honest reviews, and we can keep the operation going and not be crushed by the larger corporate collaborations and entities and stuff like that. You guys keep us viable, and I really do thank and appreciate that, like, to no end. So thank you, because I like doing this for you guys. All right, so we have to start a new pumpkin because you guys have been showing up tonight, man. So look at that. We've got all you guys who donated right now on that new pumpkin, which we're going to put up on the wall. It's just absolutely incredible. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate it. I'm kind of thinking about a way to kind of reveal all the guys who donated from like September and like October, like all the people who were on that wall back there. I'm thinking maybe whenever my wife makes some pumpkin pie, maybe I'll bring some pumpkin pie out, I'll eat some pumpkin pie, and we'll just read all the names off. I don't know, something wacky like that. We'll have fun with it either way. We've got another pumpkin though, and it is for Dennis H. Thank you and welcome to the VIP family, brother. Again, thank you guys. Seriously, you guys are showing up big for Quantum TV here tonight. I really do appreciate you guys to no end. All right, so now we've got more questions. I hope I can get it done. We've got, I would love I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. I would love some Dolby Vision settings for the UAG, please. It's hard, man, because like right now, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm at a bit of a complicated spot in life, and that's all I can really say. But what I will say is, I've got less time than I used to have for a lot of the I would say strong-handed projects like making adequate HDR Dolby Vision settings. It takes a lot of time. It really does. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just they're tabled for now, if I'm being honest, because it's going to be a lot of work. Like, a lot of work on my end to make HDR look as good as my SDR settings, if that makes sense. Like, I can't just deliver awesome SDR settings and then give you dog crap HDR settings. So I have to put a load of time, and that sometimes it takes months to come up with some of these configurations, like to get the isolation right and all this other stuff, like depth of field, all of it. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I'll see what I can do, but like, you're going to have to give me some time on that if I'm being real with you, just man to man. Like, I just don't have the time right now. Like, I really, like, I have to make normal SDR settings so that people can get in, enjoy their regular stuff. And then for HDR, which I discontinued, to be honest with you, in the community tab because of how much work it is just to get adequate settings that work for almost everything. It's hard because it changes from scene to scene, content provider, game creator. Everybody has their own idea of what is HDR, so I really, you know what I mean? But I'll see what I can do. Hopefully that's a good enough answer. I know it's not the one you wanted, but I'm honest with you. All right, so we've got shout out to Dennis H. Thank you so much for your donation of $9.99 showing up, and I love the office chair emoji. This is like the coolest thing. I don't know if you guys can see the office chair, but can you see that? It is focusing like dog crap. Where is it? Where is it? Focus. There you go. Oh, Sony and your focus hunting. Stop it. You stop it now. There you go, Dennis. Yo, I love the office chair emoji. I love when you guys send those. Those are so much fun. So yeah, thank you for that, man. We've got new member. We've got Knucklehead Ken. I appreciate you. You've actually rejoined. I see here you've got the crown by your name now. So yay. Hey, thanks for dropping by, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are really showing up tonight. And we've got Randy Law, new member, Randy Law. I don't think I've said your name tonight. I appreciate you as well. Literally, all you guys. Thank you. I mean, really. Seriously, to no end, I appreciate you guys. You guys will find that you guys have your VIP perks. So again, you can stop by your own separate community tab where we have a VIP community tab. We talk about whatever you want there. It's an easy way to contact me and things like that. And of course, there are the settings videos. There are the cool little emojis I put out. And there'll be some other stuff as we continue to grow. But you guys get the idea. Seriously, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay, it is time to show you guys your pumpkins again. There we go. And there you guys go. Look at that. Oh, look at the bling. It's not really blinging. But you guys, I'm going to play with the light to make it look like it's blinging. Hey, I don't know. I'm just messing around. Either way, I thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. You guys are fantastic. Really, I do appreciate you guys. Now we're going to go and try to answer more questions. I, again, am trying not to fail miserably. We've got, is the LG C1 the same specs in all countries? I think so, but I don't live in all countries, so can somebody help me out here? I would say, for the most part, yes. If I'm wrong, don't shoot me in the comments. Okay, we've got cheapest dollar I found was $1,600 for the 65-inch LG C1. So far, probably not going to see a price drop below that point right now. Hot TV, most definitely agree. Then we've got, should I buy a Hisense U7G, 55-inch, what do you say, 649, or should you get the U6G? Get the U7G, most definitely. What is the best, what for the best gaming? Get a C1 or get a U8G. Those two TVs are going to be my top pick. You don't want an OLED, U8G. You want an OLED, C1. We've got, let's see. I'm trying to get all of these. I really am. We've got what's good. What's going on? Gunsmoke P. We've got still rocking my 65-inch Sony X900E. Yes, sir. That is a great TV. We've got what about the QN90A? I mean, I would do it only as an absolute last resort, but not really as something that's primary. We've got I blame Quantum for swaying my decision to go with the LG C1. I'm glad I could help you out there, man. You'll love it. You won't regret it. Rusty Belt says, I'm a disabled veteran and limited funds. The military store, you said the military store has mini for sale. I think it's PX, right? Military store has mini for sale. You said, please help this veteran out. It would be awesome if you did a review on the TVs we can purchase on the My Exchange store. Yeah, I've been out for ages. I have a fundamental and almost animalistic disdain and hatred for the military now, having served, been treated like a slave in the military with how they overwork you and broke you. Just break you, like destroy your body, and you get basically nothing for it. You get screwed on the benefits, as I'm sure you found out in a lot of ways. Yeah, I'm not happy about it. I hate the military, so I don't do anything military ever again. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't. My wife is in the same boat as me. I kid you not. Burned my DD-214, burned all the IDs, burned everything. Bro, screw it, right? I'm not going near the military. They've literally royally, pardon my French, fucked me for life. Okay? I'm a cripple for life because of this shit. So yeah, no, I'm not happy. And it was 100% preventable. But, you have to follow orders, right? And so they make you do unethical shit and, c'est la vie, right? But either way, that was a different time period. I don't look it, but that was a different time, so I'm not there anymore. So I won't do the PX stuff. I won't touch it. I'll avoid the military like the plague. But if you got specific models that you do find in there, prices and stuff like that, I'm good for it. I will always help you to the best of my ability regardless. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I got you covered. Just shoot me a line, and you'll walk away with your dream TV for sure. Or as close to it as we can get, right? All right, so we've got up $1,500 budget for the 65-inch. Can't decide. Help, new sub. Well, thank you for being a new sub. $1,500 budget, 65-inch, still leaning towards the U8G. I mean, what is it? The C1 is too expensive at that price point. That's over budget. So I would still go the U8G. That'd be probably the best choice. Seriously, I would do that. We've got. Do you? Do you have calibration settings for the Hisense U7G? Yes, I do. The size is not something that I do have. I have the 55, not the 75. I know IPS does kind of skew results because the blacks are grayer, requiring more aggressive calibration versus the one that I have. So I really don't know how that will translate, and that is something I wanted to disclose to you. We've got. I'm loving the 65-inch. Okay, I got to that one. Some of these are duplicates. It's weird. What's the best 4K TV? You got that already. We've got What Up Quantum. You said my guy. You said you're definitely on fire tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming out. We've got Hey Quantum, C1 or QN98, and what? Or I'm sorry, what? It just glitched again, bro. I'm telling you, these chats are coming in faster than I can keep up with. So the C1 is what I would pick over the QN90A. What about the? I actually got more. I'm getting more people coming in. Or I can't see it because it's like locked at 31 people. It's not showing me anything else. But I am seeing a ton of comments coming, so do bear with me. What about 80-inch category besides the C1 83-inch you recommend? I typically don't recommend TVs that big because you do lose a lot of the pixel density at a certain size, and that's definitely, past the comfort zone. So I'd have to take a look because off the top of my head, it's not something I readily recommend. So just kind of, I guess, give me time on that one and drop me a line a little later. 75-inch, yes, we got that one. We got picture settings for football season on the LG C1. I haven't tested it. I will try to make football settings. I don't inherently watch sports, so that's going to be a rough one for me. Not sure if I missed it. Will settings for the TCL R646 be uploaded again? Unfortunately, that was my only copy, and my only copy literally got blocked in all countries for copyright because I wanted to play video game footage and show you guys what the settings look like, and then it was blocked in all countries, and of course I can't do anything with the video, so it's just like, it's removed. It's basically like, you can't do anything. So I'm just sitting here like, well, I didn't get a strike, but nobody can see this video. Fuck. That's great. It's my only copy, and like, I can't play it back for some fucking reason. It's just like, oh, unplayable. And I'm like, why? You had one job. Just leave me alone, but so I don't have the values for that. I don't know. I might have to look back at some old videos, maybe look at the unboxing videos, because I probably could remember exactly what I did. But it's gonna be work. It's gonna be something I'm gonna try. I don't know, man. It's not there anymore though. I understand your hatred for the military. I'll hit you up on those models. Thank you. Just like you. I'm sorry. You said I just like the no tax prices. No, I totally understand you. I mean, that's like the best benefit that you get, really. I mean, outside of that, I mean, yeah, it's a grand old time, isn't it? You know what I mean? Back on the block, smoking and joking in the military, having a good old time, getting screwed over, and everybody hates you. I could go on forever. I don't even want to, bro. And bro, the way that, and I love it. I'm gonna sound like, to some people, I'm gonna sound like some like really ultra triggered person, but like, I don't know about you, but like, I bought the Forza 5 game. I know you guys already heard this, but like, I saw prosthetics, and that like triggered me because I got friends, bro, that literally are amputees. They literally are IED amputees that tell me all the time they want nothing to do with that memory. And then I know people in general, nothing to do with the war, nothing, that literally have been amputated from diabetes and other issues, and it's just like, the one thing that they always say to me is like, I want to be able to walk again. I want to be able to surpass this limitation. So I create these avatars. I play this game to feel free and shit. Like, this is real stuff that they tell me, right? I won't tell you their names, but I had these two brothers that I used to be friends with back even in high school. That's how far back this goes. They always act like these handicapped people that I know and that most people know want to see their handicap in their face all the time. Like, there are people that want that representation. Great. But like, I feel like you should read the room though. It's 50-50 on that. We're not all there yet. We don't all want, I mean, like, that's offensive to some people, and you're taking a walk down a very painful memory lane in some cases, and it's like, for what? To be bold? I'll digress. I know where I'm at. I'm on YouTube. Can't say everything I want to say. I get it. Censorship. But what I will say is, man, come on, man. You know, boy, I could go on forever though. Let me just stop because I get in my feels about it because this is real for me. I live this shit, right? So yeah, it's personal for me sometimes. But yeah. All right, so we've got Rasman Z. You said what 55 TV for my parents, and thank you so much for donating $10. You really show up, man. I appreciate you helping us out. 55-inch. It's a present for your parents. You got to let me know a budget. I mean, I don't want to assign you the wrong thing, and then maybe you're overpaying for what they need. Also, their use cases would be really helpful for me. I'd be able to pretty much nail it down. My U8G has a new glitch. You said my U8G has a new glitch that blacks out the HDMI input when you go into the home menu. I would definitely give Hisense a call about that. Not supposed to be happening. Either that or I've just exchanged it outright for real. Hey Quantum, hey Quantum, how are you? I'm alive, but I'm dead. That's basically how I am right now. You said is Best Buy Geek Squad a good source for TV calibration? No. I heard they stopped doing that. I don't know though. I don't work for them, but no, not really. I mean, they're a mainstream source, but good, debatable. Where do I become a member at? Dennis H. I'll give you the link. Here we go. Paste. Bam. Okay, that's in the chat. We've got Ben. You said, oh wait, not Ben. This is real life. You said, oh, you're talking to Ben. Got it. We've got. Is the AQ90A worth $700 more over the AQN80? I don't know. I don't know those models, so I would have to definitely say check with people who maybe know. I would say the Q90A would probably be like it is here in the States, so just do that over the Q80. But I really don't know. It could be the total reverse. It could be a weird little thing like with the Q8FN versus the Q9FN back in 2018. So hard to say. What's your favorite TV? Ooh. Oh, I'm going to piss some people off and stir the pot tonight. You're asking fighting word questions, but I'll say it. Right now, as it sits, my favorite TV is the LG C1. It is factually actually my favorite TV. Why? It does everything I like as a consumer, from like motion perspective, black level perspective, super crazy inky, and that kind of stuff is really important to me. G-Sync, all those gaming features and stuff like that. 4 ports of HDMI 2.1. I could go on forever. I literally deplatformed my A80G, or my A8G. So I took my PC off of it, all my gaming consoles off of it, except for like the PS4 Pro, right? And they're just all on the C1 now. And that's exclusively how I'm gaming and everything else. The A8G I still use for streaming and stuff and watching movies. It's great for that. Love it for that. Probably won't change that for a while. But, I mean, like, the C1's my gaming TV now. I for all intents and purposes, use that. But I'm not using that. I'm using this bad boy behind me. But I'm not using that. I'm using the Samsung Q8FN. So, yeah, that's how we're living. I'm not really loyal to a brand in the sense that, like, I have a favorite. But if I had to pick one for right now, the C1's definitely on my tops. We've got, on your C1 settings playlist, which video do I use to apply your settings to my TV? The latest? Yes. So for all my new members who maybe are coming on, or maybe you haven't run into this information, always for like my settings, always go to the latest upload and then work your way down as you like maybe don't really like a certain look, because I usually get requests and people will say, hey, this is a little too warm, this is a little too blue, and I'll have to go in and I'll have to make adjustments for a bunch of various different parameters. Now I'm going to drink some water here. This is in no way an advertisement for Fiji, okay? And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm just thirsty. I'm going to turn the label away so you can't even see it. Definitely not an advertisement. I swear. I mean it. Don't want to hear it. Because I swear, last time I drank Fiji on camera, people were like, did they pay you? Did they sponsor you? I was like, Christ, it's a fucking bottle of water. You know, so you know how it is. Yo, shout out for Rasman Z for donating $5. I really appreciate you, man. And you said around $500 budget for a TV. For a TV for them. Doesn't need to be 4K. Good refresh rate. Bright and easy to use. That's going to be the TCL S546 all day, every day. It's easy to use. It's bright enough for most living situations. It's not terribly complex. The Google interface practically walks you through everything, right? And then you've got the $500 budget, good black levels, but you actually get 4K with it. And full array local dimming, so it's great. I would say definitely do that. If that's for your parents, definitely do that. And maybe at first they might look at you a little cross and go, "You bought a TCL?" But no, I'm telling you right now, it's a great TV. I personally would buy it. So yeah, definitely do that. We've got just bought the U8G. Any advice on better performance? In what regard? I would have to know. Hey bro, I've been following you for a long time. I'm sorry, not a member, but watching your channel grow. That's awesome. Just wondering what new technology is coming. Should we wait? I think right now, as far as TV technology, unless they come out with 12-bit, they basically plateaued. There's not really a whole lot they can do. They're going to try to sell you on the quantum dot OLED thing, and as a result, all the LEDs that have quantum dot, outside of the hungry brands like Hisense and TCL, are probably going to get nerfed the hell down to look really undersaturated. They're going to use entry-level quantum dots, which we know are not as vibrant as the higher-end ones. And so, at the end of the day, I feel like it's going to be a big game they play. Be like, see, look at the power of OLED and quantum dot. I fully expect it, and when they do it, I swear to God, when I compare it against my Q8FN, I don't even want to hear it, bro. I already know. I'm ready for the complaints. They're going to cry in the comment section, "Oh, you're just biased against Sony or whoever makes these TVs these days." It's going to happen. And you know what? I'm going to unapologetically say it's better or worse, whatever route it goes. And mark this day down on your calendar, because it happened. Because I told you. I warned you. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much. We've got more questions coming in from Sudden Death. You said, I will buy Fiji now. I will buy Fiji now, thanks. Hey, it's good water. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's good water. We've got Raul. You said, oh wait, you're talking to Raul. You guys always throw me off because I read the first thing in the comment. Hisense in 55-inch is the best for the bright room streaming. Got it. 65-inch and 75. You're talking to Raul. And Mitch says, I guess I'm buying Fiji as well. I swear this is turning into an advert. I swear it wasn't intended to be that way. Like, what's their name? Fiji's going to watch this and you're going to be like, "Oh man, this is great for us. You know, we get a free sale out of this." I don't even know what happened. Does Fiji water have VRR? I don't know, man. Do you have VRR? I don't know. I got no response. I don't know. I'll get back to you when he responds. I'm just messing around here. We've got... how many years before I have to upgrade my C1 to the next best thing? Honestly, and ride it into the ground. You should definitely be able to do that. They're not coming out with anything that's going to beat the HDMI 2.1 specification, and you're kind of good there. I mean, there's an argument to be made about 48 gigabits per second versus 40, which I've made ad nauseum. Nobody believes me. As time goes on, you'll see, you know. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things. I mean, we already have some YouTubers talking about 8K at 120 hertz as I'm sitting here like, and what kind of bandwidth are you going to have on that? Are you going to have 40 or are you going to have 48? Because there's a big difference there. But also, I mean, I think it's also idealistic to say that you're ever going to get anything close to 8K next year or any kind of year, because we can't even get like locked 4K 60 on everything. We got 4K 30 in quality mode. And then we've got, you know, 1080, 1440, 60 sometimes. Like, it varies, whatever they want to do. Lowest textures possible. So I don't know. I wouldn't get behind that whole thing. We've got ordering a 12-pack of Fiji right now. We got Fiji is the C1 of water, man. No question, though. Just came to show my support. I appreciate that. You said, oh, yeah, and get some glasses or some contact, man. They said, gee, salute to your channel, though, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm probably due for some glasses. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not doing it because it screws up your vision. The more you wear them, the worse your vision gets, which is why every year you have to raise that prescription. I'm not falling for it. You're not getting me. I might need them mildly, but I will wait until I can't see in front of me and far away. I can read what the camera says. It says Sony, and I can read everything in the background. I'm not doing it yet. I'm fighting it, man. I got to be an old man first. We got Fiji is the best water, though. Let's be real. I'm not gonna lie. I don't buy anything else, so I mean, I guess so. Yeah. We've got. Is it okay to update the C1? I mean, I don't know if they have any new updates, but the one that I did that was the game bar update is safe. That's the last one I did, and I went offline after that. Fiji is becoming the superstar of the live stream. Fiji has VRR of you. Wait, Fiji has VRR if you buy it in the 16-ounce of 8-pack. You guys are just clowning, man. I love it. Thank you for your recommendation. Where can I buy where can I buy your settings for the U8G? I'll put a link down here. And let's see, clipboard, paste, done, and there you go. So just join, become a member, look for the U8G playlist. You'll find all the settings there. We've got, I'm in a region where membership/donations aren't available. How can I access the membership content? Hopefully the link I provided will be able to help you out. Unfortunately, I can't really do much about regional issues. I would try to contact Google if you're having any difficulty like signing in or, getting in on that. Waterproof, thank you for your donation of $5. You said, what's the best way to celebrate Hisense U8G? Also, your thought on the rest of or Hisense versus the rest. I'm just going to assume you said calibrate, but in the event that you actually meant celebrate, I think the best way to celebrate it, some fog machine, maybe some laser lights, a big disco ball drop down, You just start putting on your wackiest outfit and you do some little dance or something. Let me stop. No, but in all seriousness, I think the best way to calibrate your U8G is really, start off doing a 2-point. Then if you find you want to do a 10-point or more, go do that. And then go outside of their so-called purist standards, have fun with it, and make the picture you want, because every CIE color chart on planet Earth is designed to track your eye. It's designed for human vision, the color coverage, and all that good stuff. So really, if something looks off to you, there are factors that those charts don't factor in when they factor in accuracy, like hue differences between people's perception. Like, I might see something really blue, you might see something really green, red, so on and so forth. So yeah, I would go that route. As far as my thoughts on Hisense versus the rest, they're beating all kinds of people. Like, people that nobody thought they'd beat, and I think that, they're definitely the underdog in the fight. Now we've got some more people added to our very wonderful pumpkin here. As you guys see, I want to thank you guys for donating and showing up. And as you guys see, we've got the party man in the house right there. I suck at scrolling my finger, but you guys see, party man, waterproof. That's what's up. I want to thank you guys, though, for joining. You guys are fantastic, seriously. And for donating, helping out the community, helping us grow. Really does a lot for us, man. All right, so we've got off-topic question. How long have you been playing guitar, and would you ever consider pulling it out sometime live here? I wouldn't mind pulling it out. It's over there. I'm literally looking at it. I guess I could pull it over here. Why not? I'll pull it over. Fuck it. Why not? We'll have fun with it. I'll use my fingers. I'm not going to use my pick, though. I'll have fun with it. I'm not going to plug it in. I'm just going to get my nice... Yeah, I'll just get that one over there. We'll just do that one. Oh, God, I dropped my phone. My phone is dead. It's now died. Okay? I'll just put this here. All right, so this is my baby. I love this thing. For all intents and purposes, this is my love outside of my wife. I love music, and I play. And for music, we do all kinds of different things. I don't know what you guys want to hear. I could play pepperoni pizza. No, I'm messing with you guys. I'm actually pretty good at it. You can do like all kinds of arpeggios. You can do... You can do all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I play it. I love it. It's fun. But yeah. So yeah, I'll break it out live for you. Bust it out live. I don't know if you could have heard that. It's not plugged in or anything. If I turn it on at this hour, it'd probably be ridiculous. But yeah, man, break it out live. All right, so we got Dennis. You said, oh wait, not Dennis. I've got more people coming in on the pumpkin here. So we've got Almighty 377. Thank you for becoming a member and showing up, man. I really appreciate all you guys. I really do. Now I'm going to get my phone that died and fell on the floor and crashed and burned and failed at life. And thank you for donating. And you said, love your recommendation. Keep it up. I said join. I don't know. somewhere else in a different headspace right now. We've got Sweet Guitar. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hyacinth U7G. We've got Hey Quantum. I noticed overshoot on the A80J, which my chat just lagged again. Go back up. Up. Where are you? Did it just overlapped? Where did it go? I don't know. How do I find your C1 setting? I'm sorry. How do I find the C1 in comparison for this? I don't understand. A80J C1 in comparison for this. Your videos are extremely helpful. How do you find? Okay, I can't read tonight. I'm slower than usual. Okay, so I mean, I personally prefer the C1. I think all around you're gonna have a better experience, and that's just my personal little take there. C1 is amazing either way, in my opinion. I've enjoyed the hell out of shows, movies, rewatching Walking Dead with Dolby Atmos, and you said it's mind blowing. Season 1, Episode 1, LOL, and then you also said Fire, Sweet Guitar. We got I have a I'm gonna mess this up. I don't even know how to say that word. Cheshire? I don't know. I have no idea. In like a black ashwood, I'm imagining it's a guitar brand. I am a guitarist that doesn't know all of them. I only know like Dean, Ibanez, Fender, Stradivarius. That's not really a normal one. Taylor guitars, BC Rich, Jackson guitars. I mean, there are a few, but I only know the mainstream ones. I don't really know like everybody. They could be mainstream. Maybe I'm just like slow, but like I haven't come across that name before. Cool bro, nice playing. Thank you, man. Nice color scheme, or color scheme is nice. I appreciate that. Doug and Carrie. I don't know. I don't know anything about Doug and Carrie. Marco, what's going on? You said, do I have a pumpkin? Marco, I'm disappointed in you, man. Of course you have a pumpkin. Look at you, bro. Look at you two now. I love it, man. Thank you for pointing out that I am slacking with giving Marco his pumpkin, and we shall bestow said pumpkin. So most definitely, man, you definitely have a pumpkin. So thank you for pointing that out. Put you on the pumpkin gang for sure. All right, so we've got so you have auto updates on. I'm not sure about updating. I turn all updates off. I avoid it like the plague, man. I really do. Even if it's not dangerous, I don't know. I'm of that mindset and generation. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, leave it alone, you know? So, that's just me. Lobo. Oh, that's Lobo. That's not me. We've got Quantum. Love the channel. My parents bought the 65-inch U8G. I will be setting up for them over the holidays. Looking forward to the best streaming clips to show off its strengths. Let me know how that goes. NP Justin. I don't know who NP Justin is. Oh, no problem, Justin. My dumb ass. I'm slow tonight. Can you tell I'm sleepy? I'm like really sleepy here. I'm probably going to wrap this up soon because I'm like really sleepy. I'm like bobbing here. Not really, but you guys get the point. Sorry, I'm not. I'm sorry, you said, sorry, I'm not a mod, but still helping out. Yeah, no, I appreciate that you, help out however you can, most definitely. We've got, should I buy the 75-inch, what is it? Sorry, wait, hold on, let me see. Can I do that? Can I do that from here? Hey, bro, guess what? Bam! You're a mod. I don't know if you can see that. I just added you as a mod. It just went away, but I promise I added you as a moderator. So you're a moderator. Handy Cart Mexican. So there you go. Just added you there, brother. All right, so should I buy a 75-inch? What is it? I think you should always buy the TV that makes you happiest. That's a political answer, but it's the truth. Just bought a 65-inch C1 full motion wall mount or full regular living room. I go full living room. I mean, wall mount or regular for living. I do regular for living room. That's just me. Shektor. It's pronounced Shektor. Thank you for that because I had no idea how to pronounce that, as you can tell. Thanks. I'm getting mine Monday, so it's fine to get it up to date. I mean, it might be. I haven't heard anything bad about the update, so I don't know. I don't want to say yes and then totally screw you here. I have an X85J. I trade back for the U7G. Wait, should I trade it back for the U7G or the TCL? I would get the... Gonna have to say U7G because ultimately speaking, the Black Crush on the TCL is just too much. Unless they update it. We've got... Picked up a C1 yesterday. First, we've got... Curious, did you have it delivered? Okay, you guys are kind of hanging out. We've got, is it true that I'll face more problems in a bigger size such as a 75? And the best 75, I mean, I did a video on the best 75 inches, so definitely check that out. But as far as experiencing issues, they are more prone to component failures, and you definitely do notice a resolution loss, so that is something you do have to be aware of. C1, is it worth it? C1 is worth every penny. Amazed, you said, I'm amazed every day. I hate sounding like a shill. I'm right there with you. It's a great TV, and I have to say it all the time because it really is as good as I say it is. But, after a while, I feel what you mean on that. You definitely sound a little shilly sometimes. Handicap Mexican says, oh, shit, let's go. Yes, sir, you are officially a mod. I'm like an old guy when it comes to not to be ageist or anything, but I'm like the generation gap sometimes with some of the social media stuff, like Discord. That's all you, AJ, by the way. Bro, I swear to God, AJ is carrying us in Discord. He is carrying me. I am like a baby, an infantile child, and he's just like, come on, raise your head. There you go, buddy. That's me right now with Discord. I have no idea what I'm doing, and he's just helping out, telling people a bunch of stuff, helping, he's ace, man. So yeah, I definitely made you a moderator, man, and for anybody watching the live, if I don't get to you in the stream or during the week or whatever, for whatever reason, stop by the Discord. Seriously, it's a 24-hour live chat that goes on with you guys. You guys say whatever you want to each other, talk, do whatever, just be nice, follow the rules, which is just basically be a community. Don't froth at the mouth and try to tear each other's heads off and spit it across the room at one another. Basic stuff. So that kind of thing. We've got. Sup TCL R646. Do you know if they're going to fix Dolby Vision color? It's washed out. I don't know if they're going to fix it, but that's kind of why I don't mess with HDR in general. So I would just turn off HDR and go to SDR. That's it's not just a TCL thing. HDR, when you turn it on compared to SDR, is going to be more washed out. They try to go for what is called a log footage look, which opens up dynamic range. And honestly speaking, it looks like an incomplete picture that's washed out and muddied for the sake of said dynamic range. You have to do a lot of work to fix that. That's personally why I don't make HDR settings anymore. I don't like it, and I think the work that I have to put in is well over exceeding a reasonable level in a lot of cases to get it to look just acceptable in some cases. Now, some things will button up, and there are better implementations than other, like Horizon Zero Dawn, for example. Wonderful HDR implementation. I think everybody should do it like that. It's fantastic, but not everybody gets it right like that, so yeah, just turn it off. Any 65-inch worth getting over the AAG? I mean, if you got an AAG, I would just rock out with that. I think it's good. C1 just copped the C1. Picture is amazing, but going through hell with running native apps through my receiver. Any advice? Stop using built-in apps, because honestly, they can just take those things away anyway. You always want a separate device, because I tell you, more often than not, TV manufacturers always lose apps. Don't get consistent on using them. Use something else. That's my best advice there. Hey Q, you said, hey Q, most real man on YouTube when it comes to hardcore TV reviews. I have a powerhouse PC, play games in HDR, 4K 120 Hz, and would love you to recommend a PC setup. PC setup? Well, that's different. Shit. What do you play? What's your fancy, man? Let me know. Wait, you said you have a powerhouse TV. I guess you're just asking what is a PC setup as far as the TV goes. In that regard, you could do what I'm doing. I'm using the LG C1. I've been gaming. Bro, when I tell you I've been gaming for hours on Forza, I've already spent my $100 on it, and I'm kind of stuck with it now, so I'm gonna play it, because I'm not getting the money back, right? So I've been gaming, grinding for hours, glitching the game, getting my money up. I got some stupid number, like over $26 million. I had over like 500 wheel spins. It was stupid, right? And I'm just sitting there going and going and going. So I got like every car in the game that I wanted. So I'm just kind of bored on the game now, because the game's basically finished for me, because all I do it for is the cars. So I'm just sitting there like, it's kind of boring. What do I do? So, I'll digress. But the point is, I'm just using the C1 for a lot of this stuff. Okay, okay, you got it delivered. 75-inch. I'll go U8G. Definitely do the U8G over the 6 series. You said I had the C1, shipped it from Best Buy. You said my 5-foot wife and I were, I guess, were able to put it together, and that stand is heavy. Yes, the C1 stand is very heavy. You do have to be mindful of that. Who's got the C1 the cheapest? I think right now maybe Best Buy. I think Best Buy, because they matched Costco's prices. So yeah. Can you please recommend some content sources to show off HDR? I mean, don't do a YouTube video and like showcase your stuff, but like Jacob and Katie Schwartz YouTube channel has the best HDR content that I've seen. Like, it looks really pretty. Like, it's very showy stuff. But they will copyright claim you if you try to post it and just show it with everybody else. So yeah. Thank you for answering the questions. I can sleep now. He said, love your channel. I appreciate it, man, and thanks for stopping by. Is the C1 55 and 65 inch any different in picture quality? I haven't seen any noticeable difference from the size from the C1. I appreciate you for linking our Discord. I feel bad calling you Handicart Mexican. I really do. But I got something for you there, brother. Look at that. Look at my brother, man. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Now we're in frame. So thank you, man. I appreciate you. Most definitely. Showing up, man. You guys are showing up. I don't know. You guys are awesome. All right. So TCL C825. Any thoughts? I would just get the 6 series over that. It's basically the same thing in my opinion. Total noob here. Do you have a U8G or... Hold on. Chat just went up. Do you have... Where did it go? It just It's like Thanos snapped. It's like Thanos snapped. I gotta find it again. Come on. You're around here somewhere. Okay. Do you have a U8G step-by-step guide? I believe yes. I think it's in the unboxing, so definitely check that out. I think I did one of those. Shout out to King Kev for joining and becoming a member, helping out the channel, becoming one of the VIP family members. So yeah, welcome and thank you, man. I really do appreciate you. We've got, where do we have it? You answering any questions? Yes, I am answering questions. We've got where is it? Both U8G, U6G, or sorry, U8G and LG C1 120 hertz. Oh, okay, you're just talking. Got it. I'm sure the C1 can be brighter for some. Okay, you're talking about that one. I'm trying to get to like all the real questions here. All right, but we got Pumpkin here. King Kev in the house. Check it out. There you go, man. Man, you guys are filling up all my pumpkins. I'm not going to have any left at the end of this. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are really showing up tonight. We've got, where do I become a member? I'm lost. I'll put the link down here so you have it here. And there you go. Damn, talking so long, your throat gets so dry, bro. Oh, wait. We got to make sure we turn the label. Turn the label. Don't do it. It is not Nad. I swear it's not. It just looks bad. Okay. My voice is getting like hoarse. I'm really going to have to wrap this up. Alright, so we've got... I'm looking for a 65-inch to 77-inch to put on the wall. I'm using it for gaming. Shows, YouTube. Go with the G1, I guess. If you had to. I don't recommend the Q90A over the G1. Do you ever have issues with games being dark, even when your TV is dialed in the way you want it? That's a good question. I mean, sometimes, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like Devil May Cry 5, I mean, sometimes no matter what I do, if I'm on an OLED, I can't really get it perfect. Sometimes it's just a little too dark. But on LEDs, it's perfect. So it's weird. Some games are weird and maybe not made for other types of televisions. So, I don't know. But yes, I've had that happen. What should I do? Get the 5 series. You said, I'm waiting for Black Friday. Gotcha. When do you think Series X or PS5 will become back in stock? No time soon. Sony has announced that they're like having supply issues or something to make it even harder to find a PS5. So yeah, I don't expect you to have any luck with that anytime soon. You're going to have to pay the price gouge price or be in for a very long wait, well past like 2023 even. At least that's my guess. You can always get lucky and maybe find one, but that's like really rare. I doubt that's going to happen. We've got switch to, oh, gotcha. Okay, switch to my I don't know, switch to my something, and you guys won't regret it. Essentia. I don't know what that is. U9DG. I don't have anything on the U9DG yet. You said, or is it the U9D? Oh, GD or DG. It's the U9DG. Should I wait for Black Friday or buy early? I would buy early. The prices are pretty much Black Friday prices, and places like Best Buy are guaranteeing the Black Friday price. So you really can't lose. They'll refund you either way. Shout out to Waterproof for donating another $5. You're on fire tonight. You said, how do I get punchy Samsung-like colors? How do I get punchy Samsung-like color? I'm sorry. Samsung-like colors like on their phones on a Hisense U8G. Essentially, you're going to have to get very creative. So you're going to have to balance out by lowering the luminance of the color and the color management system. And then you're going to have to go in and juice the saturation point up to maybe even breaking point and dialing it back just below that. Now, if you don't know what breaking point is when colors start to bleed together, fall apart, break, and look completely like dog crap. And so you're going to want to lower that down, and then you should be good to go. And you're just going to have to play around with it, adjusting, of course, luminosity, balancing out a bunch of different factors. But ultimately, that's how you basically do it. So hopefully that was not very vague, and it kind of helped you out. Hopefully. I don't know, though. We've got... I got my PS5 today from Target. They're still on my hell nah list, but I'd imagine that would be a decent place to find something if one were to procure said PS5. You said, oh, you might be able to get a TV on Black Friday. If you wait, I'd get one now. You might. You say you might. I think you meant to say you might not be able to get one on Black Friday, but you might not. Thanks, man. No problem. You said TV $600 for gaming and movies. $600. Did we do one of those already? I don't know. I would say go with the under 600. I'd say TCLS 546. That's gonna be what I say for that one. We've got. Will the C1 be sold out? I'm waiting until Black Friday. It might get sold out. I saw it happen last year with some things getting sold out in some retailers. So I wouldn't wait at Black Friday prices like this. Essentia Water, LOL. I was a hardcore Fiji guy over the years, but the flavor changed slightly, and Essentia is my new main. What's the pH level on it? I mean, I guess I could check all this stuff out at the store, but I mean, I'm always looking to give something a try, more or less, depending on what it is. We've got, I feel like I might have an iffy panel, dirty screen effect. Is there any way to, you're just going to have to play the panel lottery if you got a dirty panel. What TV is behind you? The 65-inch Hisense U8G. We've got, been wondering about the hell nah list from a previous video. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. Maybe on a better platform. We've got... you skipped my question, LOL. I promise it wasn't intentional. Just ask it real quick and I'll do what I can. I've got a tea. Oh, that's very nice. My wife hears I'm hoarse. She's kind enough to make me one of these. I've got the best wife ever. I tell you what. Oh, warm tea. It's very nice when your throat is getting sore from talking and answering comments. Gotta love it. I think I'm gonna enjoy just one more sip. Bear with me. One more sip. One more. Tea. That's good green tea. All right then. I'll hand this back. Thank you so much. Okay, and now we're back on the grindstone. We've got. I'm gonna mess this up. Pilu D. I want to thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the VIP family. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Helping us grow, man. You guys are looking out for us for sure. We've got LGC1 or QN98. LGC1. I'm stuck on picking the Hisense U8G TCL 6 series, which should I get? U8G. You said, where do we go? What should I get? The 5 series, U6G or U7. Get the TCL 5 series for sure. Is the X90J worth buying? Asking for a friend. No, I wouldn't do it. I'd say Hisense is doing way better for less money. Do that for sure. You're not going to really find much value out of Sony's weak local dimming algorithms this year and their weak color, their weak brightness output. It's not worth it. LG C1 or U8G? LG C1. Did you try the dual LED Hisense yet? Not yet. I haven't had a chance to review it. Then we've got, where is the best place to try, where's the best place to buy the LG C1? Best Buy? I'd say, yeah, they got a pretty good deal on it right now. We've got, it looks like my only chance to score an Xbox Series X is on the Halo release. Bro, you better get ready. Those bots are coming in full force. What does the deep color output on Sony do? It basically makes color more vibrant for, I guess, the short version. There's a longer version behind it that maybe I could do in a different video. It is best when paired with things like your RGB full instead of your RGB limited, but you know, you can mix and match, but I like to do RGB full with deep color on for the best results. I do it all the time on my Sony A8G. Love it. It looks fantastic. Does wonders for TV shows over Hulu. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this for PC guys. If you go and you select 12-bit color output on 422 and your NVIDIA control panel and you stream that way, get ready for a treat because it's magical. Like, just magical. All right, so we've got no worries, man. No problem. 9.5 solid pH for Essentia minimum. Not bad. I might have to check that out. We've got A80J or C1. It's the C1 all day. Number one brand in honesty. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. We've got, can I get the Discord link? It's posted at the top, but if you guys have the Discord link, can you please shoot it down for them? What do you think of Sonos? I think they're overpriced for no reason. What's your setup on the TV? What's your setup on that TV right now? Which TV? The U8G behind me or just a different one? We've got Hisense U90G. Jumping into the live stream, just got the U8G. Love it. Also, LG B7. You said both great. You said, I heard the manufacturers of the C1s having issues with the HDMI ports, aren't able to do 4K HDR. I have no issue with my LG C1 whatsoever with any of that. You said, are the LG C1 burn-in issues a big problem to consider? I'll have to do more testing. I am doing a lengthy endurance run test that I do occasionally on the gaming channel. I'll start doing, I don't know if weekly is the word to use for it, but I'll check in and I'll do burn-in test to show you how it's doing after said months of using it the way I'm using it. Right now, I've been gaming for many, many hours on it, and I haven't seen any burn-in yet, but it doesn't mean you can't get it. But I'll do burn-in tests to kind of show you how it does with time. We've got, what is the difference between the TCL S535? Just get the S546. I would say the Google TV is the better addition than Roku, which locks stuff behind the app that makes it really stupid. Don't do that. TCL Google 6 Series TV. We've got, hold up. We've got, what TV should I get? The LG G1 or the Sony A90J G1? You said, is the U6G good enough for the U8G non-gamers? Compared to U8G for non-gamers? I mean, yeah, but I feel like the 5 Series is better, if I'm being honest with you. We've got, they all have the same picture quality, and do you think it's worth paying? No, I don't think it's worth paying more for the G1. I would go with the LG C1 over the U8G. Is there a difference between the 55-inch and 65-inch U8G, different local dimming zones? Yes, there is. The different local dimming zones lead to deeper black levels, but I've heard people love their 55-inch all the same. Yes, that one behind you. My setup, I put on the, it's in the U8G playlist, so you'll be able to just snag my settings. No, the G1 is not worth the extra money. Samsung, HDMI black levels, normal. do I pick normal, which matches full, or does low equate to RGB full with RGB limited? I mean, it really honestly depends on what Samsung you're talking about. They all kind of perform a little different when you do that. I would have to know, and I would have to get back to you on that. Just link up with me, and I'll get you the right answer for you. HT09 Sony speakers, by the way. And that's pretty much it. I'm conking out. I'm going to have to tap here. My voice is getting a little sore. I'm not going to lie. Throat sore. Going through so many comments. The ones I didn't get, there's still so many coming in, and I do apologize if I can't get to everybody. But I am, in fact, only human, and I am reaching my limits. Sleepy, tired. I'll try to answer like maybe 2 more comments. TCL or Hisense for gaming. TCL. U8G firmware. Yes. What is the latest firmware on the U8G? I don't actually have the number. That's pretty much it for the most part. Why do you think PC mode is nerfed on the C1? I think it's nerfed on all TVs just to promote, whatever else. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. And then we've got glitter pumpkins next week. As you guys can see, Mrs. Quantum would like you guys to know you guys have glitter pumpkins coming next week. So we're gonna bling it up. Start next week. It's like a party. Oh, look at the Sony focus. It's just jumping. Focus breathing. It's disgusting. Well, all right, guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. It's been fun. We had a lot of fun. Ask questions in the comment section on this video. I'll do what I can. I'll try to answer more questions at a later time when I'm not talking the whole time. But my voice is kind of hoarsing out. I need a break. Tapping out. But that being said, I do want to thank you guys so much for being a part of the community. All you guys that donated, showed up. I mean, there's so many of you guys. You guys are fantastic. Again, to the new guys, welcome to the VIP community. Everybody who's been watching, you guys are awesome. And again, you guys have a safe and blessed night. I want to thank you guys, and I'm officially out of here. So, yeah, it's time for dinner. It's time to maybe relax, chill, but I'll see you on the next one. So, come by next week. Do the same thing again. Unless something crazy happens, I'll let you know about it in the community tab. Again, thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, see you guys later.